Welcome to Father Ed Hustedde Gymnasium in Dennis Reeder Court. This is Todd Bisk, your voice of Gibault basketball and volleyball online, and this is the JV match between the Bulldogs from Waterloo High School and your Gibault Hawks. Waterloo gets the opening tip. Three-pointer from the far side, no good. Rebound goes to Cannon Augustine. Peyton Shaver gives it back to Hudson Blank. Cannon Augustine. Now to Meckler. Meckler dribbles, top of the key. Gives it to Schaefer. And Schaefer travels, trying to feed Hudson Blank on that pass. Turnover to Waterloo. And apologies, there's some numbers on the Waterloo players that I do not have on my sheet. Cannon Augustine with the steal. Hudson Blank for three, no good. Rebound to Waterloo. To number 21. Drive, they give it out to Jaden Smith. And that'll be an over in the back. Called on Waterloo, turnover to Gibault. Gibault inbounds underneath the Waterloo basket. They get inside to Meckler, up top to Schaefer, now gives it to Cannon Augustine. Meckler with the ball, tried to get it inside to Schaefer. He was making a move, and the ball goes out of bounds. Turnover to Waterloo. No score. 6:27 in. Sorry, 6:27 to go first quarter. That's Stafford with the ball. Gives it to 21, up off the glass, lays it in. First basket of the game. And then Andy Altos goes to inbound the ball, steps across the baseline, and that's a turnover. It'll go right back to Waterloo. Another one up by 21. No good. Foul called on Waterloo. That foul is on number 21 for Waterloo. I do not have a name for him. Meckler puts up the shot from just inside the three-point line. Too strong off the back iron, but he gets his own rebound. Gives it to Augustine. Now to Altus, top of the key. Now to Hudson Blank. Nice crossover dribble up off the glass, and good for Hudson Blank. Ties the score up at 2. Got Principal Kid helping me up here up top with the scoring, so if the score's wrong or the clock's wrong on the screen, you can blame him. Jaden Smith puts up a three, no good. Hudson Blank with the rebound for Gibault. Gives it up to Augustine, brings it across half court. Finds Meckler in the corner, now back to Augustine. Hudson Blank, guarded by number 12. Schaefer from just inside the three-point line doesn't go. A little bit short. And Waterloo comes down with the rebound. They find Stafford in the corner. Drives on Schaefer. Foul on the floor. I believe that will be on Peyton Schaefer. And that is the call. Waterloo inbounds. Number 12. Guarded by Augustine. Waterloo called for the travel. Saw number 21. Again, I do not have his name on my roster. And Andy Altus will inbound for Gibault. Decent number of fans already here. And I'm sure they'll be filing in for the varsity match, crosstown rivalry. Meckler now with the ball, gives it to Blank. He's fouled on the floor. Foul called on number 12, his first, team second for Waterloo. And you can ignore the clock on the screen. That is not synced up with the scoreboard. Hudson Blank drives baseline, goes up. He is blocked. 4:03 to go, first quarter. Nice drive, but no good on the basket. Schaefer comes down with the rebound, and he's fouled. Gibault with the ball. Augustine drives. Hudson Blank dribbles it off his own foot, but grabbed the ball before across the midcourt line, but his foot slid across, so that's over and back. Turnover to Waterloo. 2-all, low scoring so far, halfway through the first quarter. Number 11, Hunter Kettler with the ball. Gives it to Smith. Near steal there by Biffer for Gibault into the game. And Hudson Blank went for the steal and instead gets called for the foul. Kettler, sorry, that was number 21, tried to go inside to Kettler, tapped away. 21 able to get back with it, goes up off the glass, no good, gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. Waterloo with the 4-2 lead. Meckler with the ball for Gibault. Gives it up top to Biffer, now to Augustine. Augustine drives in the lane, picks up his dribble, gives it back up top to Biffer. Biffer drives, little scoop shot, got partially blocked, I believe. And then Altus is going to be called for the foul. Schaefer checks into the game for Hudson Blank. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound to Biffer. Gives it to Augustine. Now Meckler with the ball. Goes inside to Schaefer. Back up top to Augustine. Fakes the three. Little floater in the lane. Won't go. Battle for the rebound. Waterloo comes away with it. Quickly down court to Smith. Now to Kettler. Back up top to Lohman. Now 21 with the ball. Tries to go to Smith in the corner, knocked out of bounds by Meckler. It'll remain Waterloo basketball. 1:48 to go. As we said, ignore the clock on the screen. Near steal there by Biffer. Smith swings it across. Drive in the lane. They find Lohman, puts up the three, and it's good. Isaac Lohman with the three-pointer for Waterloo. 7-2 lead. Blank answers with the three-pointer for Gibault. 7-5. Kettler with the ball for Waterloo. Gives it up to Lohman. We go across to number 23, Stafford. Try to go inside to 21. They're able to get it over the top of Blank, and 21 lays it in for a basket for Waterloo. Meckler with the ball, little floater. Won't go, battle for the rebound. Stafford comes away with it for Waterloo. Drove all the way down, dishes off to Kettler for three. It's a 12-5 lead for Waterloo, 38 seconds to go, first quarter. JV played earlier in the season. Gibault came away with a victory in that one. Trailing by 7 here in the first quarter. Hudson Blank stops in the lane, too strong. 21 comes away with the rebound for Waterloo. That's Wyatt Fink, sorry. I finally got the name. Fink with the ball, 5.8 to go. Stolen. Meckler drives to the basket. Puts it up off the glass, doesn't go, but count it. Hudson Blank with the rebound just before the buzzer. Gets the basket for Gibault. So at the end of one, Waterloo leads 12-7. So we're trying to do some statistics up here. I'm watching Mr. Kidd having a heck of a time, but you can see we do have them popping up on the screen. We're not recording missed shots, so ignore that 100% free throw percentage for both teams. There's the box score. Hudson Blank with all the points for Gibault. It'll be Gibault ball to begin. And we're underway. Said you will see a clock ticking down on the screen. We're not going to keep track of it up here. Hudson Blank with the three-pointer doesn't go. Altus with the rebound, puts it up and in for Gibault. Andy Altus now on the board. And that cuts the lead to 3. Kettler with the ball, tries to go inside to Fink, tapped away. Augustine comes away with it for Gibault. Gets it to Blank, drives baseline, up off the glass, and good! And a foul! Hudson Blank with the chance to tie the game from the free throw line. That foul called on number 15, Isaac Lohman for Waterloo. That's his first foul, 4th team foul on Waterloo. Shot from Hudson Blank, no good, but Schaefer comes away with the rebound, taps it back to Blank. They give it to Augustine for 3. That went off the mark. Grabbed by Gilbert for Waterloo. Now they give it to Lohman. Goes across to Stafford, now back to Lohman. Thought about the three-pointer. They swing it to Smith. He puts up the 3, short. Rebound to Altus. Blank brings it down for Gibault, gives it to Meckler. Nice move on the baseline. Shot won't go. Altus came away with the rebound. He was fouled. Foul called on number 21, Wyatt Fink. That's his second, team's 5th. Player was not off the floor yet, so we're going to redo that inbounds pass. They get it into Schaefer. Gets it back up top to Meckler. Now to Blank. Altus backs his way in, tries a little hook shot, doesn't go. Schaefer with the rebound, puts it back up and in. Gibault with the 13-12 lead now, 6:36 to go, second quarter. Kettler with the ball for Waterloo. Gives it to Smith. Back to Kettler. Guarded by Altus. Up top to Lohman. He's guarded by Blank. Now they swing it around to Stafford. Heck of a play there by Cannon Augustine. A little behind the back as he was falling out of bounds. Throws it off the Waterloo player, and it goes out, and the ball goes over to Gibault. Hudson Blank checks out of the game. Tyler Furtick into the game for Gibault. Augustine with the ball. Now gives it to Altus. Now to Meckler. Try to go inside to Schaefer. He was fouled from behind. That's going to be the 6th team foul on Waterloo. Foul called on number 32, Luke Gilbert. Gibault inbounds to Meckler. Now to Augustine. Back to Meckler. Altus tries to drive in the middle. Cut off. Now Furtick with the ball. Gibault being patient. Meckler drives. Gives it to Furtick. Thought about a 3 instead. They reset the offense. Altus tries to drive baseline. Cut off. And I believe Jaden Smith's going to be called for the reach on that one. That's the 7th foul, so it'll be 1-1 for Gibault. The Andy Altus at the line for Gibault. 5:34 to go, second quarter. First free throw for Andy on its way. No good. Rebound goes to Stafford for Waterloo. Lohman drove down the lane. He was fouled on the floor. 4th team foul on Gibault. That foul on Augustine, his first. Biffer into the game. I believe, no, actually it's Michael Wessel into the game for Gibault. Replacing Andy Altus. Lohman. Nice tap. That's ball almost stolen by Michael Wessel. Just into the game. It'll remain Waterloo basketball. They get it into Lohman. They go up top to 32, Luke Gilbert. Now Smith with the ball. Tries to find Pickering cutting in. They go back for the three-pointer. That's an air ball. Michael Wessel comes down with it. Meckler now with the ball for Gibault. They go inside to Schaefer, backs his way in. The ball was tapped away, but right into the hands of Michael Wessel. Gets the basket for Gibault, 3-point lead. Jaden Smith gives it to Lohman. Now to Gilbert. Back to Smith. Waterloo's leading scorer, Wyatt Fink, on the bench with 2 fouls. Waterloo's been able to score after he went to the bench. Now it's Stafford with the ball. Gives it to Lohman. Finds Gilbert going in. Shot was no good. Got his own rebound, went up. That shot was no good, but he was fouled. Foul called on Peyton Schaefer. That's his second, team's 5th. So Gilbert goes to the line, shooting 2 for Waterloo. 4:03 to go. Second quarter. First one, no good. Andy Altus checks back into the game. Peyton Schaefer checks out. And number 10, Powers, into the game for Gibault, replacing Cannon Augustine. Second free throw, no good. So Gibault keeps the 3-point lead. Michael Wessel with the ball for Gibault, gives it to Meckler. Now to Powers. Powers picks up his dribble, top of the key, looking for some help, gets it to Meckler. Meckler drives the lane, finds Altis up off the glass, is good. Andy Altis with the basket for Gibault. 5-point lead for the Hawks. Number 12 into the game. Don't have a name for him for Waterloo. Gives it to Smith for 3. Off the back iron, no good. Battle for the rebound. Waterloo's able to put it back, no good, but then Ty Furtick comes away with the rebound for Gibault. Quickly down. Meckler tried to find Altis. Ball eventually gets to him. He steps into the lane. Little 5-footer is good for Andy Altis. Timeout, Bulldogs. Seven-point lead for the Hawks. Wyatt Fink had the majority of the offense for Waterloo, but he checked out with 2 fouls, and it's been all Gibault since then. 3:01 to go. You can do seconds there, but it'll be Waterloo basketball as we come back from this timeout.
You gotta hit the plate.
Some substitutions for Gibault. Hudson Blank back into the game, replacing Michael Wessel. 24 Pickering with the ball, gives it to 12. That might be Evan Davis. And Wyatt Fink is back into the game for the Bulldogs. He's guarded by Hudson Blank. They get it to Pickering. Pickering drives baseline. They try to get it into Fink. He's able to. Taps it up and in, and Waterloo finally breaks the Gibault run. Meckler with the ball for Gibault. Hands it off to Furtick. Now to Powers. Gives it up to Blank. Dribbles top of the key. Furtick with the ball, drives lane. Now hands it off to Meckler. Gibault patient on the offense. Andy Altis tries to find Hudson Blank cutting. Ball knocked away by Waterloo and out of bounds. It'll remain Gibault basketball. Cannon Augustine back into the game, replacing Ty Furtick. That inbound pass swatted back out of bounds by Fink. They look for that cutter underneath. Fink able to steal the inbound pass, but Gibault called for over and back. Fink had tapped the ball. It had not crossed half court, went off Gibault. Then it crossed half court, so that's over and back. Smith inbounds, gives it to number 12. I believe that's Evan Davis for Waterloo. It's not on my JV roster, so that could be wrong. Now to Fink. Fink is 6'4", got a lot of height on the Waterloo player, or the Gibault players. Puts the shot up from just inside the 3-point line. It's good. Cuts the lead to 3. 1:23 to go. Andy Altis tries to drive in the lane. He's fouled. He'll go to the line, shooting 1-1. Foul called on number 15, Isaac Lohman, his second, 8th team foul on the Bulldogs. Front end of the 1-and-1 coming up. Andy hits nothing but net. Back to a 4-point lead. Second one coming up for Andy. That's good. 5-point lead. 1:15 to go in the first half. Davis with the ball. Gets it to Fink. Drives. No call. Fink gets the basket. Andy Altus tried to take the charge. No call from the officials. Augustine with the ball. Tapped away. Able to get it back. Gives it to Powers. Picks up his dribble. Finds blank cutting. They get it back to Augustine. Coach is yelling, hold that ball for that final shot. We got about 40 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Near steal there by Waterloo. Meckler with the ball. Gives it to Powers. Drives the lane. Little floater. Lay goes in for Powers. 5-point lead for the Hawks. 25 seconds to go. Waterloo gets it up to Davis. Tries to drive baseline, cut off by Augustine. Back up top to Fink, thought about a three-pointer. Instead he drives, spins, lays it up and in, no good. And he's fouled on the rebound attempt. With 10.5 to go, Wyatt Fink will go to the line shooting 2. 5-point lead for the Hawks. That foul called on Andy Altus, his second. First one by Fink is good. Second free throw coming up for Wyatt Fink. That one's good. He's got 14 points on the night. Meckler, 8 seconds to go. Gives it to Blank, double team. Now to Augustine, 3 seconds on the clock. Puts it up, no good. But Andy Altus there at the buzzer to put it in. And at halftime, it's your Gibault Hawks 25, Waterloo Bulldogs 20. We're going to let you listen to the music of the Gibault Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Scott Ruppel. We'll leave the mic on here. We got about 10 minutes to go here before we start the second half. I'd like to tell you about the Gibault Top Golf fundraiser. Sunday, March 20th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can register online at www.bidpal.net/Gibault Top Golf. The Women's Club will be having their Taste of the Region Sunday, March 26th at Gibault. Any vendors out there interested in participating, you can contact Gibault for more information. Just noticed we've got a guest conductor up there, Brennan Wills, out there directing the Gibault pep band. And I will say, Brennan does a great Mr. Rupel clap imitation. And it's Waterloo basketball as we begin this third quarter. Waterloo going right to left on your screen now. Gibault going left to right. Shot attempt by Fink. He was fouled. That foul called on Hudson Blank. His second. Team's first. Wyatt Fink at the line shooting 2 for Waterloo. First one is good. Second one on its way is good. Wyatt Fink with 16 of Waterloo's 22 points. Gibault had their best run when he was on the bench with 2 fouls. Attempted steal there, no by Waterloo, by Davis. Meckler still got it. Augustine drives in the lane, shots short, rebounded, Blank spins out. Tie up for the ball. And it'll be Gibault basketball. Hudson Blank Tied up with Jaden Smith on that one. Referees roll jump ball, and the possession arrow is in favor of Gibault. They find Schaefer underneath, blocked by Fink. He brings it down court, and the ball stolen by Cannon Augustine. Cannon Augustine tries to lay it in, wouldn't go. Waterloo player. It's going to be Hudson Blank called for a foul. That's going to be 3 on Hudson Blank. He may have to take a seat as we have just started this third quarter. Smith gets it in to Stafford. Now back to Smith. Smith with the ball in the corner, drives baseline on Altus, and Andy Altus is going to be called for a foul. 3 quick fouls on Gibault, just over a minute gone in the third quarter. That's going to be 3 fouls on Andy Altus. So, a couple of Gibault players potentially getting into foul trouble here. Pass thrown all the way into the Waterloo backcourt, but Smith able to retrieve it. Stafford with the ball, gives it to Davis. Goes inside to Fink, lets the Gibault players jump, and then he goes up and puts it in, and it's a 1-point game. 18 points for Wyatt Fink. Augustine pulls up at the free throw line, gives it to Altus, no good. Schaefer with the rebound, up off the glass, too strong. Fink with the rebound for Waterloo. Gibault with some good looks, but just too strong on those close putbacks so far here in the third quarter. Augustine with the steal. That'll be a tie-up. And the possession arrow goes up to Waterloo. The gym is filling up as fans from across Waterloo coming for the crosstown rivalry game. Varsity to follow about 20 minutes after the conclusion of this match. We'll have senior night as a part of the stream for the varsity match. We'll switch over to that as soon as we can. You can find that on the Gibault YouTube channel. Players all over the floor. Meckler finally comes down with a steal. Aggressive defense by Gibault. Behind the back by Meckler. Nice pass to Altus. He's fouled. He'll go to the line, shooting 2. Foul on Wyatt Fink, his 3rd foul. Waterloo doesn't want to see that. He's got 3/4 of their points. First one from Altus was good. So Gibault on the board in the third quarter. They led 25-20 after halftime. It's 26-24 now, 5:45 to go, third quarter. Second one, no good. Rebound goes to Smith of Waterloo. Fink with the ball. Spins down the baseline. Call for the charge, no basket. That's 4 fouls on Wyatt Fink. Andy Altus takes the charge. And Fink may have to take a seat. Just what Gibault needed. 5:34 to go in the third quarter, and Wyatt Fink has to take a seat on the bench for Waterloo. Augustine with the ball for Gibault. Drives, cut off, crossover dribble. Defender goes past him, shot no good. Ball tapped out of bounds by Altus. It'll be Waterloo basketball. Davis with the ball, gives it to Smith to bring it up court. Jaden Smith with the ball, guarded by Michael Wessel into the game for Gibault. Lohman gives it to Stafford for 3, no good. Augustine comes down with the rebound for Gibault. Augustine found Altus, but he was fouled before that shot, so basket will not count That foul called on number 11, Hunter Kettler. That's his first, team's third. Offensive foul called on Gibault. Foul on Meckler. Little push off to get open for that pass. That's the fourth team foul on Gibault. Davis with the ball. Guarded by Meckler. Davis drives. Finds Stafford in the corner for three. No good. Rebound Wessel. Ball almost stolen, but Gibault able to hang on to it. A little bit of pressure here from Waterloo. Meckler dribbles it off his foot. Davis comes away with it, gives it up. No good. Lohman with the shot off the glass was no good. Augustine quickly down court. Little layup by Andy Altus. Count it, and the foul. Andy Altus will go to the line to complete the three-point play. That foul was on Drew Stafford. Free throw from Altus is good. Completes the three-point play, and it's back to a 5-point lead for the Hawks. Oh, geez, we had the plug come out of the camera there. Had to raise it up to get it over some fans coming up the steps here. We've got it back now. It's a 29-24 lead for Gibault. Ball stolen, that pass stolen by Michael Wessel. Powers getting ready to check in for Gibault. Hudson Blank for three. It's good! Hudson Blank with the three-pointer gives Gibault an 8-point lead. 12 points now for Hudson. Lohman with the ball. Top of the key. Guarded by Blank. Goes to Smith. Smith turns around. Spin move. Up off the glass. No good. Rebound Schaefer. Meckler with the ball for Gibault. 3:25 to go. Third quarter. Drives. Floater. Spins out. Gets his own rebound. Resets the offense. Gives it to Wessel. Now Hudson Blank with the ball. Gets it all the way across to Meckler. Back to Blank. Tries to drive baseline. Goes off glass. It's good. Hudson Blank now with 14. 10-point lead for the Hawks. Lohman with the ball for Waterloo. Gives it to Smith in the corner. He was double teamed. Able to get it back to Lohman. He's guarded by Altus. Found Stafford in the corner. His three-point attempt spun out. Gibault comes away with the rebound. Double team on Fink. Gets it to Meckler. Drives. Finds Michael Wessel. He drives into the lane. Little floater. It's good! Michael Wessel with the basket. Timeout, Waterloo. We've got 2:27 to go. Point lead for the Hawks. Gibault being led by Andy Altus and Hudson Blank, each with 14 points. Jaden Smith, the inbound underneath his own basket, gives it to Lohman. Guarded by Blank. Now to Stafford. Now Smith. Up top to Gilbert. Lohman for three. No good. Rebound tapped around. Goes into the hands of Hergenruder for Waterloo, but he traveled before he made that pass. Ball goes over to Gibault. Meckler brings the ball across half court for Gibault. Finds the cutter. That's Hudson Blank. Tries a little reverse. He's fouled. He'll go to the line shooting two. Foul is on. Waiting for the call. I believe it's on number 10, Waylon Hergenruder. His first, team's fifth. See if Blank can extend the lead for Gibault. First one is good.
Where do you want us to sit? I'm just going to move over after I get done.
Second free throw from Blank spins out. Rebound to Waterloo. That was Pickering with that rebound. Lohman with the ball, guarded by Blank. Finds Smith wide open for three. No good. That's an air ball. Powers comes away with it for Gibault. Meckler with the ball. Tried to give it back to Blank. It rolled out of his hand. And then Smith came away with it. Went to go back to Lohman. It was tapped out of bounds by Gibault. Hudson Blank takes the seat. Cannon Augustine into the game for Gibault. Smith with the ball. Foul called on Gibault there. That foul was called on Owen Meckler. That's his second, team's fifth. Lohman with the ball for Waterloo, guarded by Augustine. Gives it up to Gilbert, who gives it to Pickering. All the way across the court to Lohman, but that was too high. He steps out of bounds. It'll be Gibault ball. 54.8 to go. 13-point lead for the Hawks. Hudson Blank back into the game. Checks in for Andy Altus. Now Meckler with the ball. Gives it back to Blank. Blank drives down the lane. Finds a wide open Bifford. Decides not to take the three. Drives into the lane with an easy lay-in. Gets the basket. Ryan Bifford on the board with his first basket. It's a 15-point lead, 30 seconds to go. Smith with the ball. Gets a little 10-footer to fall. 20 seconds to go, 13-point lead. Gibault's going to hold for the last shot of the third quarter. Augustine with the ball. Guarded by Lohman. Drives, gives it back to Blank. Drives the lane. Lays it up and in. Hudson Blank with the basket. And that's the end of the third quarter. Led by Hudson Blank, 17 points. Gibault with a 15-point lead, 41-26 over the Bulldogs of Waterloo. And we are not keeping track of shots missed, so you can ignore that 100% field goal percentage you're seeing on the screen for Gibault. And it'll be Gibault ball to begin the fourth quarter. Cannon Augustine into the game. Hudson Blank back in. Hands it off to Biffer. Now to Augustine, drives lane. Tried to find Schaefer, but the ball found its way to Biffer. He went up, no good. Got his own rebound, went up and was fouled. That foul is on number 21, Wyatt Fink. That's his 5th foul. He is fouled out of this game. Discussion with the referees. Wyatt saying it wasn't him. But referees said, nope, that foul is on Fink. And now he has been called for it with a technical. Technical foul called on Wyatt Fink. He had sat out much of the third quarter after picking up his 4th foul, and just 19 seconds into the fourth quarter, he has fouled out. Biffer hits the first one on the technical. Second one on the technical for Biffer is good. Sorry, that was the 2 free throws on the basket, and now Cannon Augustine to shoot the technical for Gibault. So Biffer hit his 2 free throws on the foul. Now Augustine on the technical hits the first one. Second one coming up. It's good. That extends the lead to 19 for the Hawks. And it'll be Gibault ball after the technical. On the floor for Gibault, Ty Furtick, Hudson Blank, Ryan Biffer, Cannon Augustine, and Peyton Schaefer. Did you get all those, Steve? Yeah, if you see any of the screen graphics of showing who's on the floor, just ignore it. As well as the clock. The clock you're seeing on the screen is not hooked up with the clock on the scoreboard, so we're doing our best to try to keep it close. Nice pass there by Biffer to Schaefer underneath. He went up and was fouled. He'll go to the line shooting 2. That foul was on number 12, Evan Davis. It's his 3rd, 7th team foul on Waterloo. First one is good for Schaefer. Second free throw for Schaefer coming up. No good, but Biffer comes down with a rebound. The ball has only been on Waterloo's side of the court here in this fourth quarter. Biffer now bounced it off his shoe, but got it back. Furtick for 3, way too short. Altus tried to save it, but stepped on the end line. I know you golfers out there. Gibault's Top Golf fundraiser, Sunday, March 26th, 11 to 2. You can go to www.bidpal.net/Gibault Top Golf to register. Lohman swings it across the court to Kettler. Guarded there by Biffer, almost came away with the steal. Drive by Davis, dishes it off to Lohman for 3. Isaac Lohman with the 3-pointer for Waterloo. Biffer lost control of the ball driving in the lane. Lohman comes away with it. Finds a teammate. That's number 12, Evan Davis with the basket. And Waterloo's cut it to 15. Biffer quickly down. Called for the travel, couldn't stop. Turnover. Powers into the game, replacing Schaefer. Loman drove lane. That was Gilbert. Sorry, not Gilbert. That was Stafford for three. Left it short. Gibault comes away with the rebound. Augustine with the ball. Drives all the way down, goes up, and he's fouled by number 32, Luke Gilbert. That'll be Gilbert's second foul. 8th team foul on Waterloo. So Cannon Augustine will go to the line. .540 to play in the game. First one by Cannon, no good. Second free throw. On its way. Too strong again. Davis comes down with the rebound for Waterloo. Guarded by Biffer. They go underneath the Gilbert. Gilbert with a little turnaround from 5 feet is good. Leads down to 13. Biffer with the ball. Coast to coast, up off the glass, too strong. Altus with the rebound. Waterloo came away with it. Biffer goes up off the glass. He's fouled. He'll go to the line shooting 2. Gibault with some nice looks, but unable to finish those short shots. But luckily they got the rebound. And Biffer will go to the line. Let's see if he can get the lead back up to 15 for Gibault. First free throw from Biffer is good. Second free throw by Biffer is good. That pass stolen by Powers for Gibault. Gets it across to Augustine. Resets the offense. Gets it to Powers. Guarded by Davis. Ball stolen by Davis. On the floor. Gets it up. They get it to Smith. Gets the basket and the foul. Jaden Smith with the basket for Waterloo. He'll go to the line with a chance for a three-point play. That foul was on Ryan Biffer. His first. Powers checks out of the game. Meckler back in for Gibault. 4:35 to go. Free throw from Smith is good. Now 12-point lead for the Hawks. Waterloo slowly chipping away. Meckler with the ball. And that's going to be a foul on Loman. That's the 10th team foul on Waterloo, so Meckler will go to the line shooting 2. First one from Meckler is good. Second one by Meckler is good. Timeout on the floor. That timeout called by Gibault. And we're back. That's Davis with the ball for Waterloo. Gives it to Lohman. Now to Gilbert. Sorry. That was Stafford with the ball. They tried going inside to Gilbert, and he was fouled. And he'll go to the line shooting 1-1. Foul called on Schaefer. That's his third. Free throw no good. Misses the front end of the 1-1. Shot was put back by Davis. No good. Gibault came away with the rebound. And now Meckler has the ball for Gibault. Gives it to Blank. Blank drives down the lane. Finds Augustine. Now to Furtick, but he travels. Lohman with the ball. Flips it back to Smith. That was Gilbert. Now to Lohman. They try to go inside to Gilbert. Tie up on the floor. Possession arrow remains with Waterloo. .331 to go in this one. They found Davis unable to complete the basket. Meckler came away with the rebound, gives it to Blank. Now back to Meckler. See if Gibault's got to run a little clock here. 14-point lead for the Hawks. Meckler loses his dribble. Lohman comes up with it, gets a nice pass up to Davis. He was too far in the basket. Gilbert gets it, won't go. 3-point attempt, no good. And ball goes out of bounds. It'll go over to Gibault. A little bit of a scramble there. But no points go on the board. 3:04 to go in this game. Gibault's up by 14. Augustine with the ball. Gives it back to Blank. Slowly dribble it across the court. I believe Gibault's got to try to run some clock here. They give it to Augustine. He hands it off to Meckler. Waterloo playing tight defense, not going to let Gibault just stall here. Meckler with the ball. Drives down the lane. Finds Schaefer underneath, up off the glass, and in! Schaefer now with 5 points for Gibault. Back to a 16-point lead. 2:29 to go. Three-pointer by Waterloo. Spins out, rebound to Altus. Meckler with the ball. Tries to get it to Augustine, wouldn't go. Ball almost hits that pass almost hit the ceiling of the gym, but somehow they got it to Lohman. Jump ball called on that rebound. Possession arrow is with Gibault, so they'll have the ball. 2 minutes to play in the game. We've got a full house here. All the basketball fans in Waterloo are here tonight. Getting ready for the varsity match. We'll have senior night before it. That'll be on a separate live stream. You can go to the Gibault YouTube channel and find the link for that. Wessel into the game with dribbling the ball. Gets it to Meckler. Now they give it up top to Augustine. Gibault just playing a little motion here, trying to run some clock. Aggressive defense by Smith. Augustine gives it to Meckler. Ball poked away from him. Goes out of bounds. It'll remain Gibault basketball. 1:31 to go. Powers into the game for Meckler. And Furtick into the game for Augustine. Biffer now with the ball. Guarded by Smith. Smith called for the foul. Biffer will go to the line shooting 2. First one for Biffer is good. Second one for Biffer coming up. It's good. I believe Biffer is 6 for 6 from the free throw line tonight. Lohman with the ball, gives it to Smith. Guarded by Furtick. They try to go over the top to Gilbert. And we're going to have a foul called. Possibly on Andy Altus, I think. Yep, Andy Altus with his 4th foul. Gilbert goes to the line shooting 2 for Waterloo. 1:12 to go. First one from Gilbert, no good. Missed the front end of the 1-and-1. Davis tried to save it, no luck. It'll be Gibault basketball. 1:10 to go. Altus with the ball now. Waterloo backs off the defense. They give it to Furtick. He goes up off the glass and good. Ty Furtick with the basket, and it's back to a 20-point lead. 53 seconds to go. Now Davis with the ball, drives down the lane. Little layup won't go. Waterloo able to get the rebound, but wouldn't go for Stafford. Furtick with the ball. Picks up his dribble. Finds Biffer underneath. Shot won't go. Out of bounds. Ball remains with Waterloo, or with Gibault. 29.3 to go. We'll see if coach tells him to just dribble this one out. Furtick with the ball. Guarded by Smith, picks up his dribble. Now gives it to Wessel. 20 seconds left. Wessel drives. Floater, won't go. Rebound, back to Wessel. Gets it back up top to Powers. Powers drives lane. Lays it up off the glass and good. Powers with the basket. And 6 seconds to go. That'll be the end of this one. So, good JV match here between the Waterloo Bulldogs and the Gibault Hawks. Gibault comes away with a 58-36 victory over the Bulldogs of Waterloo. This has been Todd Bisk, your voice of Gibault basketball and volleyball online. Thank you for tuning in. We are going to switch over to the live stream for the varsity match for senior night.